So, marked one, I saved you, and I'm not going to pretend I did it to win favors upstairs. You do some jobs for me, and we're even. Besides, keeping you busy might be a good way to deal with your amnesia.
All right.
And
Hey,
I'll see what I can find out about
hey guys, Java Pop,
I don't give a shit why
Papa
you want
Jovovich.
to find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R guy. I mind my own business.
Quiet.
If you want to kill him, the
Alright,
choice
let's
is yours.
just, start, okay.
I've got a job for...
Alright, now you shut up. Okay. Hey guys, Java Papa Jovovich here. We're gonna be playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow Chernobyl, or S.O.C as it's known on the internet forums. This is the game, unlike many other first-person shooters. As opposed to running and gunning, this one here, it's a lot more like the Hitman series, where you have to weigh your options. You can do things slowly and well thought out. In that vein, this is not a typical killing game. This is more of a game is titled stalking game. In this game, it's really edgy, really over the top, outside of bounds. In fact, it takes place in like an alternate universe almost.
Well, good hunting.
How can I still hear this guy? He's far away. It takes place in an alternate history, and you've got this place has been bombed, and you have to go stalk all these. This isn't a lady stalking game, as you may have hoped. This is a men's stalking game, and so you have to really get into the mind of a man, which is something that games don't often provide you with an opportunity of doing. Engaging in a voyeuristic kind of, it's kind of like the male gaze, but now instead of looking at ladies, you're going to be looking at a lot of men, and they give you these very useful binoculars to do so. When you start off the game, you're a novice stalker. You learn from the other perverts who've come before you. They don't even give you a gun. You've got to get it from the other guy, but to do so, you first have to agree to his trainership. You'll notice there's a lot of ambient, there's a lot of talking, a lot of noise in this game. It's best to prepare yourself, put yourself in a darkened room. You can immerse yourself in the experience, which is what they want you to do. They throw a lot of stimulus at you. So on our first mission, we're gonna figure out the ropes of stalking. We're gonna go into a stalk mode. Stalk mode activated. Engage. There's a lot of exploration and finding things, searching for stashes. There's nothing in that stash. So there's a lot of pre-existing stashes, but they only activate when you talk to players, which is something I don't understand. Why would they have these things activate when you talk to players when the game tells you not to talk to players? The game tells you to stalk the other players, which is what we'll do. We'll save in case this doesn't go off as planned. Stalk 1. That's what we'll call this save game. Sorry I didn't show you guys the option menu initially. I was having trouble recording in fraps when I went to load. This is a pretty old game, DirectX 9. You can pretty much play on maximum settings now. So this is a game, when it first started out, was a little bit difficult for most systems, but it's thankful, good things come to those who wait. Now we can play this game at maximum, the way it was intended to be. Alright, so this is the guy who gave us the gun. Do you think he planned that we'd kill him with the same gun he gave us? Yet. He didn't. We gotta watch out now, because now they're on our tail. To use a phrase, this is when you gotta get your stock mode activated. They are very, omniscient. They kind of seem to know where I am, despite the fact that I don't give them any visible indication. Like I said, this game is not your typical FPS. You're doing things a lot more slowly, or you're crouching down a lot. The only time you run is when you need to get out of harm's way. Otherwise, you can't shoot while you're running. See, your gun sways down on your hip. And in fact, you can notice the motion in this game dissuades any kind of shooting while running, because the screen is all over the place. When you play the game, the mouse, you'll see it's a little bit swayy. Clutch. You got me. I'm almost dead. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You see, you can bleed out in this game. They used his body damage, so he shot my leg. Game over. It's a good thing I saved. There's gonna be a lot of this your first time through, going through the save games and starting up again. Which, I'm playing on veteran difficulty also, so I should be more prepared. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit anxious about doing a Let's Play, so that's probably what's gimmicking me. I do appreciate the fact that they give me a nice set of men to go stalking out right out the gate. You don't have to go far and look for action. I do wish they'd given me a better gun, but like I said, this game is a challenging one. Fudge. Do I even have any health packs? No, that's something that I would have hoped they'd, you know, to show me the ropes of stalking. They should have given me a little bit of health. Alright, we got, like, our kill count's like at 3 now. Unfortunately, this is not like the stealth section of the game. In fact, I don't think there is a stealth section, despite the fact that this is a stalking game. This is more like the bestial stalking, like the werewolf stalker. You know, he has makes no qualms about getting up in your grill. That's the kind of stalker. But you can tell this is like pre-cover based shooting. Enemies are smart; they know how to go in and out of cover, but there's no actual cover mechanic. It's very like old school FPS. It's not like press B to go into cover. You just have to do it yourself. There's no magic button about it. There's also leaning, which is something very old school. Crap. I don't know if I'm gonna make it again. If I could just get to a body, get a health pack. No one has one. Did he have one? Did he have a health? Yeah, okay, he had bandages, that's good. I think I managed to get a good weapon too, finally. Well, not a good weapon, but a weapon that's slightly better. This is the slightly fudge, and it didn't preload, which is kind of stupid. You have to do a lot of things manually here, you have to pay attention. It's not a game that plays itself. Like I said, you know, stalking. I think I've probably encumbered. You have an inventory. This is an inventory system minigame. No, there's no way I'm encumbered. I think that's the bottom. That's your sound. You've got to pay attention to the indicators. You got an upper left-hand corner mini map, which it truly is mini, as opposed to Mickey. You take small shots. Automatic? No, 1. You can switch your mode too. I'm in single shot mode. I'll switch to automatic. Automatic can function as a single shot. Very easy. Oh. I can feel it. I can taste the blood in my mouth. That metallic, steely kind of thrill. You don't get that from other games. 'Cause other games, you could have taken the whole camp out now, but this game, you really have to plan. I like to take out Wolf first, because he's the boss. You know, it's like, you know, you always gotta get the commander. It's very hard to see, too. I tell you, this game is a lot less dialogue than Postal 2, because I'm really caught up in the action. It's like a heist almost, you know, like one man against the world. I do have to say the controls in this game, like I said, the mouse is very woozy. The keyboard, the prone system, you can crouch and then double crouch. The way to double crouch, you have to literally press 2 buttons at once, and that is very unwieldy. Like I have my whole left hand just mushed on the keyboard right now, and I barely have any ability in like terms of strafing, which I'm trying to do. Like, I could probably, it's fully customizable. I could probably go in the menu and rejigger something, but you know, right out of the box, they should have designed it in the way it was meant to be played. Where's he coming from? I want to get out now. Please, mommy, let me out. Yeah, I think you do have like a fatigue counter. I can't find it right now, but I think that's why I was breathing heavily earlier. Ooh. Maybe it's not even that. I don't know. I'm playing on Master, so it should be active, but I don't see it on the screen. I can press C. I forgot about that. I can press C to crouch fully all the time. That's a good idea. You can tell when you shoot them too. They kind of recoil a bit. I'm gonna do it. I promise you, I'm gonna get past level 1. And what's weird is later on in the game, once you finish getting the men and what have you, you get mutant men, and that's a little bit kinkier, too kinky for my taste. That's when I kind of get scared and turn the game off. But you know, this is nice and calm for me. I can handle this. You don't want to see the mutant being down. Those are some scary stuff. Scarred for life. What is seen can't be unseen. 2 kill counts at 2, 3. It's hard too to get out of these places because it's like all flimsy. Hey. I'm trying to press the health button and I pressed the PDA button. Gotta get him too when they're reloading. Bam, you saw the way he flew. He liked it. There, I used the med kit. That's good. And there's no pause game, so you really have to do what you want in real time. They got, I should have mentioned this, iron sights. A lot of the FPS, a lot of the tactical kind of FPS love to see iron sights in games. Because it means it's going to be a more refined type of experience. Those are really people who just suck at FPS and cannot handle the run and gun mayhem of like Quake 3. They like it to be slower because their wrists aren't what they used to be. Alright, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Shadow of Chernobyl. Like I said, your hand does get kind of mushy when you try to play this. I mean, you always get the closer guys first. Get out. It does this automatic ding-dong, too. I don't like games that do automatic ding-dongs. Ah! I feel like the Three Stooges. The way they got me flipping out like that. I do have the good weapon now. Hi. You can hear too. They speak a lot of Russianish. I guess these are this is a new Take-Two. You don't see often in action games. The Eastern Europeans, or as I like to call them, the Western Asians. The whole thing of Western Europeans is really a euphemism. It's used to somehow cast aspersions and illegitimacy on people who are, you know, not part of the mainstream, aka Western Europe. Eastern Europe, it's divisive by nature. There's no reason either. It's not like, and you don't really need to delineate, despite other than, you know, to make some kind of anti-communist statement when you say Eastern Europe. I shot that guy in the head and he didn't do anything. Also, I'll show you too. Killing these guys is related to the score system. You can look and press P. You have a ranking. Now you have to kill 583 other men in a stalking fashion to get into first place, which is something most people who play this game have never done. So I'm hoping to get that distinction, because that is a real accolade to be #1 stalker.
Все, крышка тебе! Зацеп да ёлки!
Death from above! Death from above! Come on, come on! Alright, now though, I do have a new weapon. It's just the shotgun. It's good for close... do I not have it? Didn't he drop it? Did I have to press the stinking... the game is like... it's not... there's no auto pickup, but I saw it. It was on my screen for a fraction of a second. Maybe he's afraid of them. Like his brother, his whole family was destroyed by the shotgun marauder, and he can't even pick him up without having flashbacks. Maybe it's still there. Triple click it or something. Oh, come on! Yes, got some bandages. Maybe I got another weapon too. I'm gonna save it here again, guys. Don't call me a wimp. I mean, this is a game in the hardcore PC gaming vein where you do have to save constantly. You know, nothing is taken for granted. I think there is minimal autosave when you switch through zones, but I wouldn't count on that saving your tuchus, because
От нас не
you're gonna die a lot. Oh, fudge muffins. Yeah, nice doggy, nice doggy. I'm almost out of ammo again too. They really do like to take pot shots at you. Whoa. Alright. I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna do this on my own. Maybe at a later time I'll bring you up to speed. Alright guys, we're back in the action. I took out the whole camp. I'm like the crazy scoutmaster. I would like to point out too, I notice a lot of people do Let's Plays these days in this game, and they play with mods. I don't play with mods, you know, like I like to say, you know, pure in mind, pure in body, pure in game. You gotta keep things the way they're meant to be. Don't try and improve on, don't think you're better than best, because they made this game, they knew what they were doing. I like to have faith in the developers. I never like, the only time I mod is like, you know, maybe like you're playing an online game, custom maps, or games that they designed modding into. I know I hate doing that with the Elder Scrolls games. You start modding Elder Scrolls out the yin yang, and you don't even have the original game anymore. I think that's a waste, because the game has like 120 hours of gameplay as it is. Like, why do you need more than that? What's wrong with you? Some of the mods increase graphics for this one, but I don't. You know, I think it's fine. It's nice and gritty enough for me. I like you know, the retro kind of idea. I like to feel in the zone, the stalker zone.
Help me, brother! Take the med kit off the stiff! I can't crawl that far!
I guess he wants me to dismiss it. Oh, it's creepy. Run away that. Yeah, the sausage though. You'll see that in the game too. I guess part of the purpose of stalking is to get at the men's sausages, because you get hurt, you can use the sausages to heal you. I'm a little bit hurt, so I healed myself. He said there was another med pack around here too. That's, yeah, it's helpful, you know. In his dying words, their dying words, men are most honest, most pure. Dang, there's a lot of med packs. And you know, this is a lot like the whole Half-Life mechanic where you use your crowbar to go smashing things. I think it's ridiculous. You know, that was just a conceit for that game. You know, that era. I think, you know, if they're trying to go for super realistic like they seem to be in this game, they should have just not had that in here, because it's goofy. It's very gamey and jokey. Oh snap. Good doggy, good doggy. Is this a good doggy or is this a bad doggy? Well, this is Stalker. This is not Animal Wrangler, so I'm gonna let it be. Let the dog be for now. You know, don't intrude upon the natural serenity of wildlife. Oh no, I know where to place him at too now. Got a lot of killing out of my system. Dang. I only killed 2 stalkers? I guess they weren't all stalkers. A lot of them, they must have been like random generated. So I am not... Oh, it says I killed 66. Wowzers. I don't understand what this means. It says I killed 66, and then it also says I killed none. Or 2. I don't know. Let's see your ranking. I didn't seem to move up at all. Okay. I'm following a quest, I think. There's that little blip-blop. Follow the blip-blop, follow the blip-blop. You know, some games follow Yellow Brick Road, some games follow the blip-blop. I gotta tell you, the premise is really keen in this. You know, it's like a death amusement park. It's like Westworld, Eastern European Westworld.
Ты труп, мужик!
Oh darn it! Why was I not paying attention? Dun, 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 dun.
Слышь, от меня не уйдешь!
Oh, come on, I'm just gonna reload the last save. I wasn't... because I didn't know if they were hostile or not. Sometimes it does pay to talk. I guess I shouldn't be so naive and assume that, like, it pays to talk. It doesn't pay to talk in this game. You just have to go at them. Shoot first and then talk to yourself later. That's the MO. You'll notice too, like half the time you shoot, you shoot, it won't line up. I mean, it'll line up on the screen, but it won't hit them. I think that's part of like the RPG style mechanic. You can get better weapons, and the better the weapon you have, the more likely you'll hit them. But that's another gaming thing to me too. I mean, I guess they're trying to capture the realism of guns. You know, they're not these magic wands of destruction, but you know, it's a game. Oh, it jammed? Yeah, jamming too. It's ridiculously common for the gun to jam for no reason at all. Like not a one hit him. Like I said, it's pretty ridiculous. They want you to do this, though. You talk to anyone who's played this game, they will say they reloaded like 1,000,000 times. That's pretty much what this game is. Like it's a shadow of Chernobyl could be Stalker's shadow of reload, because reloading is certainly a key component, more so than the shadows. You know, they have a lighting system in here, but it's bosh, it's broken. You know, enemies do not respond to the fact that certain things are dark and certain things are light. In fact, they all, like I said, they're all omniscient. This was made by a crazy Western Asian, Eastern European game company. So there's a lot of like over-exaggerated claims. You know, they like to do that. They're like the FAO developers. There's a lot of knockoff. You know, you don't hear of very many American companies being renowned for knockoffs, and yet like every single Western Asian developer is like creating these knockoff like quasi games. Like I said, it took them 10 years for systems to progress to be able to play this game as it was intended, and it still does not look good for its time. If there's one thing that I would say I praise about this game, is that it grants you to not have to hear the probably banal conversations they're having. It's a good thing they mask it with Russian speak, and you don't actually have to know what they're saying. It is also kind of cute. I mean, like in a kind of like quasi crush sense. You know, people play that Metro. There's definitely appeal to some kind of like Western Asian, Eastern European flavor. I've seen that a lot recently. So then you got your 3 food groups: cans, meat, and bread. That's the problem too. A lot of times they'll throw out weapons, but you'll never be able to get them, because they're like, you can't see them. They're like minuscule dots on the screen. You can hold F and it'll highlight things around you, but it's a pain. And it's very murky, mushy controls, murky graphics. It has its appeal. You can get, if you start playing, you can get lost into it. You'll learn to love it. Doing a let's play, it's hard to convey. Let's watch Jump Hop play S.O.C. Doing a let's watch me play. It's hard to convey that. Meet with wolves people. I don't think I can do that, because I killed them. I don't like wolves. I don't like humans pretending to be animals. I like animals as they are. I won't shoot a dog in this game, but I will if it's coming at me. I'll have to. But if you're a human pretending to be a dog, I think that's just ludicrous. You don't deserve to live. I think there's ammo types too. I don't know how they let you switch between them. Okay. Let's try. Yeah, these weapons also have conditions too. And so if you have you know, more likely to jam if the weapon is damaged.
Подъезжают к бару конкретно два сталкера. Один раскольцованный,
Yeah?
весь при полках на цирла. Другой...
How did he see me? I know I do have grenade too. I don't know. Here we go.
Быра, входи эту шелупой! Граната!
That's a word I know, Granada. Ooh. You got the same weapon I got. Let's just compare. Let's share guns. Blasted. I brained him. It's a good idea too to pick up the weapons, everything you see, because you can sell it back at the trader. The head pervert, he likes dead men's guns. He's got a whole collection of them. Takes out and snips late at night. Oh, darn it. But, okay, so let's just, you know, I'm not gonna watch me play forever. I could go on until midnight with this, but, let's just round it down. Let's say what we like, what we don't like. We like the vastness of the world, we like the concept, we like the ability for once to be chasing men, the kind of homoerotic subtext, not even subtext, the latent desire, shared from man to man. I like that. There's all men in this game, you don't get bogged down by women a bit. It's very, very pure. Very purity of design. I love that. I like the grimness, the griminess, the fact that it's Western Asian. I like the guns, the mutant dogs, the crazy men. I would like to see more clothing styles, you know, here though. For a game about men who like men, there's not much of a fashion sense, and that's kind of unconvincing for me. It must have been a design like Flubs. Okay, so graphics good, sound good. Yeah, this game gets a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Give me some comments, some feedbacks. Tell your friends, enemies, foes about me. You watch my video. Have fun. Have a ball. Make some popcorn. Tell some jokes. Sit by a fire. Come again.